Women's Work started in 2003, and I think at the time my main aim was to just find out what the women needed. Over the last 10 years, the project, or the agency should I say, has really mushroomed to be something quite unique in Derbyshire. I don't think there's many agencies like us that offer such a wide range of support services under one roof. You know, we have a learning mentor, we have the counselling, we have the skills workshop, we have the health workshops. We rein in so many different partners to help us deliver. They've come through such hardships, some of them. They've actually, you know, undergone so many different challenges in their lives, which pales into insignificance when I look at some of the things that we have to deal with on a daily basis.
I was only 16 when I met my children's father. I thought everything was okay then. He was physically abusive to me. Because of the abuse, he introduced me to drugs, and so it was kind of another kind of abuse that I was going through. I think my lowest point would have been my kids. Just spending the money on drugs and going out shoplifting. I mean, it was terrible. I used to even take my children out shoplifting with me, you know. I actually got caught once where I had my little girl with me, and I was thinking, God, they're going to get social services. So for me to be able to be a better mum, I had to change the way that I was living. Working with Women's Work, it's really helped me a lot to see the signs and the effects and things. I kind of found myself. I found who I was after all these years from such a young age. I mean, I'm not no spring chicken now, but it's took me a long time. If it weren't for Women's Work to help me find out who I was, I don't think I would ever be this person that I am today.
I actually started drinking at the age of 13 onwards. It didn't come to light till I first lost my daughter Chloe at the age of 6 weeks. And then, because of my suicide attempts and everything, my unstable compulsive personality disorder, which is my actual mental illness, has come to light just after losing Chloe. Well, most of my relationships ended. I used to pick the wrong ones that were violent towards me, and they used to hit me, they used to smash my place up. Drinking didn't help because it made me angry towards them as well, so the violence escalated even more, and I lost my kids through it. I think if I didn't have my mental illnesses and I wasn't drinking, I'd be a completely different person in a loving family with my kids around me. Well, now I've turned a corner and social services have noticed that and appreciated that. I think with the help from Women's Work, because I'll be going to Women's Work forever and a day, because there is no age expectation on Women's Work. You can carry on going as long as you're happy that you're getting the support and that. And I've got a loving relationship with Andy, who isn't a risk to kids. I think that I'll hopefully be able to have at least one baby one day and keep it, hopefully.
I first started smoking cigarettes when I was about 12, and that led quickly into cannabis. And then about 14, I started dabbling with ecstasy and alcohol. And then with a new boyfriend, I was introduced to heroin. Used it continuously every day, and he fed my habit right up until we split up, which then I had to feed myself, realise how much trouble I was in. They make you feel like you're on top of the world, that you look like Pamela Anderson. I mean, I had no teeth and I still thought I looked as beautiful as her. You get a confidence from the sex trade as well, because you got all these men picking you, and you think, well, there must be something really beautiful about me, and you're walking along. But now when I'm at the stage I'm at now and I see the girls out there and I look at them and think, oh dear, I looked like that and still thought I was Pamela Anderson. It's shocking at how blind the drugs do make you. After about 2 years doing the sex work, I found Women's Work, or rather they found me. Knew of them, popped in very rarely until I'd say 3 years ago, where I've used them extremely. You're stuck in a way of life. It's like a protective bubble. You have complete control in that bubble because it's just you and your drug use. That is the only thing that matters in your day-to-day life. So no matter how bad things get, it's just so easy to just carry on and get your next bit, because you soon forget. But when that drug wears off and you start remembering and start experiencing the feelings, you start to realise you're dying inside and you need to get out. I'm very grateful I am where I am right now, determined not to go anywhere near that kind of style again. And I just look forward and take each day at a time.
I feel like I'm free now, you know, like no control, no violence, nobody can hurt me no more because I'm in control of myself now, which I haven't ever been